I yeah, I don't know. It's like that's one of those things where it's like possibility. It's like I'm interested in it, but then I'm doing all this. So
Hmm.
I don't know. Maybe that's a side deal for me. I should do.
It applies in your life. You're using it every day because you're aware of that energy, right?
Oh
So,
yeah, true. Yeah, more of a more of the. I've read up on this a little bit. More of the distance healing. Yeah,
mm,
but yeah, I wrote down a couple quotes from your website. Here it's you said you're shown the same lessons again and again until you master them. You love yourself, right? So start mastering so you can have all that you desire. And I thought that one was real cool, and I was wondering if you could go over that.
yeah, I love that one. So that is to stop sabotaging because I think so many people can resonate with this, at least if they have that awareness that you have a choice every day and every moment, every opportunity, whether you're going to capture that opportunity or sabotage it, whether it's a relationship or something in business, a business partnership, or any kind of opportunity. So I think, and then the reason why I put you love yourself, right? Because you love yourself enough so you would put in that kind of work for someone else. If you were going to help someone else take an opportunity, if you were like, oh my gosh, you have to make this relationship work, you have to, this is the thing you need to work on, you would help push someone that you love to do that. So it's time to recognize and do those things for yourself. You love yourself, so why not make those choices so that you end the sabotage, so that you get to take up these opportunities for yourself and see the situations as, what can I take away from this and everything that happens, so that you're coming at it from a level of expansion where it's not going to hold you back. You're learning through each lesson, and then I think you're going to realize more and more where the lesson lies, and then it's going to be more recognizable to you if it comes up again, and then that's where you get to decide, okay, I've had enough of this, I'm ready to grow out of it and move on and take more opportunities, or I'm just going to stay stuck in this energy, and that's a choice.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Um, Let me see here. Okay, and I also wrote down this quote here, and I think it's I got this off your website, and I think it's just you know the best. It's pretty much what I go by. It says, replace anxiety with gratitude. What are your thoughts on that one?
100%. So to me, that is an anchor. So grounding you. So whenever anxiety comes up, to be you don't want to be dwelling too much in the past or worrying too much about the future. I think like 90% of our worries and what ifs in our mind never actually become reality or come to fruition. So we spend all that time in that anxiety and we really let it take us away from the present moment and our enjoyment of the now and what's actually happening in that moment. So to me, it's an anchor that when that anxiety starts coming in, just breathe and ground yourself and realize whatever you're thinking about, that's not actually happening. You're in this moment, and what you can experience and feel in that moment is something that you're grateful for. So use that anxiety coming up as an anchor to switch your mindset into gratitude.
Yeah, definitely. I forget where it was at or what I was commenting on, but there was I saw a post like yesterday morning about something about gratitude. Yeah, something about gratitude. I forget what the post was, but at any rate, I commented that um, basically I just I'm grateful from the time I wake up every morning because it's like when I wake up I'm immediately grateful for one more day of life, I'm grateful that I woke up and I'm alive to begin with, and then as the day goes on, the moments go on from there. I'm just grateful, that I could, live this life, one more day and have these things happen in my life and be living. Um, and it's like every now and again something, will sometimes often, but things bring me down for a moment, but then I'm able to, you know, step back and realize, hey, at least I get to go through this. That's a good thing, right? And so it's like, get to deal with it, get to learn, get to move on. And, so I get back into the feeling grateful and positive about things. And don't let things drag me down for too long at a time.
I love that mindset. That's incredible. And it is such a gift to wake up each morning and to realize, everyone that I love woke up today. And this day is a special occasion. Like, you don't need to lay in bed all day waiting for something to happen to make you happy. You just realize, like, I have today, like, I woke up, I took this first breath. And I love that you think that same way, because that's really powerful, and it takes a certain kind of appreciation for your life to come to that realization to begin with, and it's really beautiful and special.
Well, thank you. Yeah, it's like, well, my story. It's like, between my brain injury and being in the coma for a couple months, and then
Mm-hmm.
coming out of that, having to go through that whole recovery, now living with MS. Um,
Mm-hmm.
it's like, I'm just grateful, super, super grateful that I was able to get out of my wheelchair when they said I, may never do that after my brain injury. And then, living with MS, it's like every day's a, in a way, it's like every day's a crapshoot. It could be, it's just roll the dice. It's like with MS, from what I'm told anyway, any moment, any day, any time, my nervous system could just, short out, and I'd never be able to walk again, or never be able to talk again, or take away one of my body's other abilities, maybe take away my thinking or something. I don't know, but it's like just at any moment that could happen, and so it's like I got to be grateful that I'm here right now and I'm still fully functioning and able, and
Mm-hmm.
able to live this life. um, and it's like, uh, it's just like I had to take responsibility for my life, and just realize that, okay, this is up to me. um, and so it's like I had to take charge of my own life, and why not be grateful for it all? It could be the other way around, as to where I'm not here, and that wouldn't be cool at all. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you could just let it bring you down. You could be down and out about it, but you're choosing to enjoy your life, and even better yet, to share that and spread that to others. And
yeah,
that is unbelievable. I can't imagine being told that, what you were about your nervous system. That's terrible. Our nervous system is one of the biggest things that we have to protect, and yoga nidra is actually very good for that, if that's something you've ever looked into. But yeah, I can't imagine being told that, and I love that you are taking responsibility to have that happiness and
yeah,
live and enjoy every day.
yeah. It's just like, oh yeah, and I have practiced yoga. I the class I was doing, the teacher, the lady who was teaching the class, she ended up her she ended up her yoga ended up taking her elsewhere in the fitness industry. So it's like, no more of that class, and I haven't found another one. So then again, I haven't really looked for another one, nearby or whatever. I'm sure there's plenty here in Tacoma. Um, but yeah, it's there's actually a quote from, I was a guy I follow online. I was in a Zoom call with him not too long ago, Vusi Tembakwayo, He's from South Africa,
Okay.
and anyway, one thing he said I latched onto, and I feel it so deeply because it applies to my life. But he said, let me see if I can get this right. Oh yeah, if he said if you're waiting for someone to come save you, if you're just waiting, waiting to take your next step or whatever, waiting for someone to come save you, just quit because you're it. You're the one. You are your own savior. And so you'd be best just to do the work and save yourself.
Hmm. I like that.
Yeah. And so waiting around for waiting around for someone else to come save me, it's like I had to step up and do the work myself. And it's like everyone needs to do that, if they can.
Yeah, get in the driver's seat of your own life. Where do you want to go, and how are you going to get there? What kind of support do you need? What's holding you back, and really dig in and try and figure those things out about yourself, because you're in control 100% of the way. So yeah, take that responsibility. Otherwise, yeah, don't wait around for anyone else to do it for you, because that's not their responsibility.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And it's like yeah, it's like in the past, well, with the depression and fatigue I was dealing with, I wasn't working and just sort of like, doing as I was doing what I could, but not doing enough. And it's like, I don't know. I look back and it's just like sort of, you know, like I could have used coaching at that time, but it's like, um, I was waiting for someone else to come save me. I was getting help from
Mm.
all these outside sources, but barely doing anything, not doing anything for myself.
Yeah, you have to be the one to ask, right? And reach
Yeah,
out, because most often, even your closest relatives might not even understand or really have any idea what you're going through, because so much of it's mental, or know how to help you, right? So it's someone's not going to come up and say, hey, you know what, I think you need this kind of support, you should start doing this. Like, it's something that you need to look into for yourself 100%, and then you have to be able to ask for it. And it goes back, like, I love helping people, I always have. And like I said, since I was a child, I had friends and family that I was tutoring, but they always asked me first for